Arsenal are very close to win the Premier League this season. And this is the conversation I've been seeing since yesterday. Bruno Fernandes to win the Premier League Player of the Season ahead of Declan Rice and Gabriel Magalhaes. Now, the question I want to ask to all the people that are saying this, what is the difference between what Bruno Fernandes is doing this season and what he did last season? And what he did last 2 seasons? And what he did last 3 seasons? What is the difference? Last season, Manchester United finished 15th position, and nobody said anything about his performance. Nobody came out and said that Bruno Fernandes deserved to win the Premier League Player of the Season because they finished 15th. And just because Arsenal are about to win the league, and I'm seeing this conversation, is this supposed to be a conversation? Let me ask this question. Now, if you are going to say that Bruno Fernandes deserves to win the Premier League Player of the Season, why didn't Steven Gerrard win the Premier League Player of the Season 2008/2009 season? He has the highest assist that season, and he finished 3rd most goals scored in the Premier League. And again, the fans voted him as PFA Player of the Season, but yet he didn't win it. Nemanja Vidic won it. Nemanja Vidic won it just because Manchester United kept 14 consecutive clean sheets. Nemanja Vidic that season he scored just 4 goals, then 1 assist. But this season, look at Gabriel Magalhaes, 4 assists and 3 goals already. Arsenal still have about 7 games to play. He has been so fantastic, outstanding in every game. And you are telling me that Bruno Fernandes deserves to win it just because it is Arsenal? He already have 7 goals contribution when it comes to offensive start. That season, Nemanja Vidic only had 5 goals contribution, but he won the Premier League Player of the Season. A defender. Okay, you want to tell me that defenders don't deserve it, but Nemanja Vidic deserve it and he won it. Now let me tell you this. Bruno Fernandes is a very good player. He's not a bad player. His biggest strength is he does not hesitate to shoot or to pass whenever it is necessary. Whenever he sees the opportunity, he will just play it. And now, his effort in football is just 50-50. It's just 50-50. He's not that type of player who say that, oh, Bruno Fernandes has the ball, he can do magical things. No. Most of his good moments come from one-time pass, quick play. That is the kind of football he plays. He's a very good player, but I'm not a big fan of him. Just like I'm not the biggest fan of Declan Rice. So I'm not saying that Declan Rice should win it ahead of Gabriel Magalhaes or Bruno Fernandes should win it ahead of Gabriel Magalhaes. Gabriel Magalhaes deserves the Premier League Player of the Season. If you say that Bruno Fernandes maybe deserves the fan Player of the Season, then I can agree with you. But saying that Bruno Fernandes deserves the Premier League Player of the Season, that is absolutely diabolic. Yeah, some of you will say that Mohamed Salah didn't win the league, but he won the Premier League Player of the Season twice. Kevin De Bruyne didn't win the league, but he won it once. But you need to consider some certain things. You need to consider some certain things. That is when there is no outstanding player in a team that won the Premier League, or when the team that won the Premier League, there's no player that deserves to win it there. Then you can give it to someone else. Not when you have a player like Gabriel Magalhaes in the pitch, who has been so fantastic this season. Not when you have a player like Declan Rice, who has been absolutely good this season. Then you are talking about Bruno Fernandes. That is nonsense. In fact, there is difference between banter and analysis. It is not the same thing. If you want to analyze football, analyze football. If you want to say your trash, go on and say it. So why didn't you say it last season that Bruno Fernandes deserved it? Because they finished 15th. A player that is playing 1 match every week, sometimes 1 match in 13 days, and you are comparing them to players that are playing week in, week out, playing in the Carabao Cup, playing in the FA Cup, playing in the Champions League, playing in the Premier League. How? I am tired of all this lazy analysis. How?